I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so welcome back to our deep dives into cafe chaos.
Nah.
We've gone from these totally chaotic sales figures to a pretty impressive sales prediction recipe,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
thanks to, the power of correlation and linear regression.
Right.
We've identified some key ingredients like foot traffic being a good thing
Ah.
and that pesky competitor being a bad thing.
Right.
And we've even quantified how much of an impact they're having.
We've got some numbers.
But as we saw with those residual plots, there's still more to this story.
Yeah, there's always more to the story.
Right. It's like we've got this delicious cake, but we're missing that final layer of frosting.
Ooh, I like that.
Right.
The far.
We need that deeper understanding of why these patterns are happening.
Right. We want the why.
Exactly. So we need to go beyond just predicting the sales.
Yeah.
We need to become data detectives.
Going on your detective hats.
Right. And figure out the causal connections.
Yeah.
What's really driving those fluctuations.
That's the good stuff.
So it sounds like we're about to enter the advanced level of our data science journey.
Buckle up.
Right.
Yeah, this is where it gets really fun.
Okay.
So Mira's got us covered, of course.
Okay.
They've introduced two really powerful techniques, instrumental variables
Okay.
and double machine learning.
Wow, those sound intense.
They are, but they're also super cool.
Okay.
And they've got a notebook called Causal Brew.
All right, so let's start with instrumental variables.
Okay.
That sounds kind of intimidating.
It's not so bad.
Okay.
Imagine a really windy day.
Oh, windy day.
The wind itself might not make people want coffee, but it could definitely stop them from walking by the cafe.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, and that's going to impact the sales.
Yeah, makes sense.
So in this case, the wind is like an instrument.
Okay.
It's affecting sales indirectly by influencing something else, which is the foot traffic.
Okay, so the wind is pushing people away or towards the cafe.
Right, okay.
I get it.
So Mira has identified cold weather as a potential instrument here.
Okay, cold weather.
Yeah, because cold weather affects how many people are walking by.
Right.
But it doesn't directly make people buy coffee.
Right, it's not like they're suddenly creating a latte because it's cold.
Exactly.
Okay, so what happens when we apply this instrument to the data?
Okay, so if we look at the Causal Brew notebook, we can see that cold weather does cause a drop in both foot traffic and sales.
Okay, makes sense.
But here's the interesting part. Cold weather also makes that competitor more likely to show up.
Wait a minute, so it's not just the cold weather itself.
Yeah.
It's that the competitor is taking advantage of the situation.
Yeah, they're swooping in when it's cold out and stealing those customers.
Sneaky.
I know, right?
And remember that strong negative correlation we saw?
Mm-hmm.
This kind of adds another layer to that whole story.
Right, so we're seeing that the competitor is having a real impact on Max's business.
Yeah, poor Max.
But this is valuable information because now we understand why the sales are dropping so much on those cold days.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not just the weather, it's the competition too.
Double whammy.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've uncovered some really interesting stuff with instrumental variables.
I have.
What about double machine learning?
Okay, so double machine learning.
What is that all about?
Imagine this super smart robot barista
Okay, robot barista.
that can test every single variable all at once.
Wow.
To find the perfect recipe for sales.
Okay, so the ultimate barista.
Right. It can handle all those tricky variables that might be messing with our analysis.
Okay, so it can account for all the different factors that might be influencing the results.
Exactly.
Okay.
And when we use this technique, it confirms what we're already seeing.
Okay.
That competitor is bad news, especially when it's cold out.
Ugh, that competitor.
I know, right?
Always causing trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else did this double machine learning tell us?
It also showed that cold weather has its own effect on sales,
Okay.
separate from the foot traffic.
So even if people are walking by, they're just less likely to buy coffee when it's cold.
Yeah, maybe their hands are full of mittens.
Right, or they're just thinking about getting back to their warm, cozy place.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm guessing social media still isn't really moving the needle.
You guessed it.
Oh, man.
Those videos are great, but they're not driving sales.
So all those latte art skills,
Yeah.
not really paying off.
Not yet, anyway.
Okay.
But hey, at least they look good online, right?
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've uncovered these really cool insights about what's happening at Cafe Chaos.
Yeah, we've made some good progress.
But I feel like there's still more to the story.
Right?
We've mapped out all the ingredients,
Yeah.
but we haven't quite graphed the recipe as a whole.
Yeah, we need to see how these things change over time.